Welcome back, everybody. This is Rehnquist here, bringing you episode number 9 of the Bloxcentric Server. How's everybody doing out here? And as you can see, I have been so busy, it's not even funny. Yeah, look at what we've got here. Let's get a little panorama mode. Psh. Ah, the aqueduct is complete. So yeah, guys, the aqueduct phase 1 is complete. Now, I say phase 1 because a lot of this is eventually going to change. Yeah, so this is our first layer of detail. I kind of want to I want to jump between project to project, and as I do, everything will get spruced up. Maybe we'll add some redstone, we'll add some detail, and it allows for the entire city to grow in pieces that are entertaining to you guys, because if I just keep working and working on this, then you'll never see anything else. So I'm going to be building in phases, and you're going to be enjoying in phases, of course. Excuse me while I move my mic. All right, so let's take a look. Let me get back out of F1 mode. Boom. All right, so what do we have today? Well, today is going to be a slightly talky but buildy episode because I've got some splaining to do to you guys. I've got some new subscribers, so thank you guys very much. I believe as of today, March 17th, I have 72 subscribers. Holy cow. Hello, all 72 of you. I know some of you know me, some of you I don't know, but you want to know me, which is exciting. And yeah, so this is great. It keeps growing, at its own pace. So, all right. So, yeah, I have not been the most busiest and active person on YouTube, and it's not because I don't want to be, right? Life, especially after you get married, is a very, very busy time. Very busy, all right? And you think once, oh, the wedding's over, the honeymoon's over, you think it's all over. No. It's just begun, let's be honest. So between, traveling, trying to get a bunch of things going, work, trying to pick up the place from the aftermath of the explosion of the wedding and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot of work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13. All right. So yeah, there's just a lot of things that have to get done, which kind of stinks. I mean, it's great because you're married and you get to enjoy the married life, but you don't get to do everything that you want. But I promise, as soon as life kind of calms down, you will see regular episodes. As I can push them out, you will see them. But takes time. And you know what? Lucky for us, time is all that we have. So, and that's another thing too. The reason why there hasn't just been episodes going up is because I'm only going to give you guys the best content that I can give. And if I don't have enough time to do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not gonna. It doesn't, do you any good. It doesn't do me any good. So, so that's the reasoning. Come on, don't do that. That's the reasoning for that. All right, so after that little ranty thing, let's take a look real quick. Yes, the aqueduct is finished. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's not really finished. It doesn't really end here at the town hall. We're actually going to have a couple more pillars kind of branching off. As you can see, I've cut the main bottom line here to sacrifice for our giant archway into our town hall. And it's going to be fine because the water technically flows from the top down. So this second row is still going to be functional, including the top row. So that's going to pull across, and I've been trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here. We put so much effort and time into the other one, or into the aqueduct and the inn and all that kind of stuff, that you start to say, oh crap, what am I going to do now? I need to make those things were epic, right? And you think if just the basic inn was that epic, and it's not really that epic, but it's epic enough for me. If you think those were that crazy, then the next thing has to be just as good, right? And especially the town hall, For cripe's sake. Yeah. I mean, this has to be a symbol of authority. It's got to be a symbol of wealth and hope. And so I've been just thinking about what I want to do, right? Because, yeah, it's going to take some effort. So, smiley face. Look. Well, I guess it's a, huh? You got an eyebrow, an eyeball. Anyways. Yeah. So what I've been thinking is that I need to well, this is going to be my really first redstone build. So everything that I build has to have redstone in mind. And, you know, this having a gap is not just for looks. We're going to be able to run redstone through here, up the lines, on different levels. And I want to use water as the sun sets. I want to use water in a lot of the design. So, you know, water is like the most important resource in the world, really. Above all other technology and everything. Without water, we equals nothing. We equals dead. Muerto. Excuse my Spanish pun. But yeah, so it's really important to have, and the fact that they've been able to conquer water by pulling it from the mountain and bringing it into the center of the city is a huge accomplishment. Oh, I'm the only one on. Let's go sleep. Sleep! Ah! I'll be right back. And we're back. I probably should bring a bed out here, but meh, that's no fun, right? All right, so yeah, I'm gonna use water throughout the build, and it's gonna be a lot of let me eats, a lot of things like I plan on having like almost like a redstone clock. I don't know. Clock is such a bad word to use because it means a lot of different things, but I'm gonna have a redstone chain that kind of goes around the entire build. And then each one of these is going to have a fountain that comes down. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. So, you know, every time the redstone goes by the fountain, it turns on a switch, which only stays on for a couple seconds and then shuts off. So you have like these little random waterfalls psh, psh, coming down all throughout the build. And I think, honestly, you know, as much as I want this to be an epic build, I think that this mountain here, and I'm playing up, you know, biting off the seat of my pants. It's going to be probably the back. Ah, I'm stuck. There it is. So yeah, so I'm going to have, I mean, just look how much land we have. So yeah, I'm going to have this probably come to about here, maybe even grab that outline right there in the dirt. That may be the back, but I'm thinking that this is probably proportionate to the city, probably the best thing. So it's going to come down here and then bulb out this way in a big circle in the back and then come back. So, and then, you know, we'll make it more ornate and have fun. And isn't this just a cool view, guys? I mean, I know that I built it, right? So it's kind of like tooting my own horn, but I think I can. Because that's really cool. And again, we're going to have, as you can see, there's a little mouth to there. The aqueduct will eventually come out here. We're going to have crops. We're going to have different peoples on fountains. And this is a really nice flat area. And I'm hoping, because you see that? I want to be able to utilize that in a different way. So I'm hoping that we can get a lot of stuff in the back here. So yeah, well, there will be more. There won't be any more on camera until we get to phase 2. So all the aqueduct stuff is done for YouTube purposes. Twitter, though, I will say, if you have not followed me on Twitter, please do so, because you get sneak peeks, little updates, and all the fun stuff on Twitter. So yeah, follow me at RankWestLP. Anyways, now after that advertisement, we are back with our show. So yeah, so I think we're gonna come down here. There's gonna be like little aqueduct, the same pillars that kind of go through. And now I'm not sure if it's really gonna be flat. There may be outlets. Who knows what's gonna happen? Not me yet. No. And that's gonna come down. And then this section around here is gonna be a round chamber, right? We're probably going to have 2 more doors that are kind of massive coming into here, because this is where the Senate is going to be. Generally, when you had a Roman city or village, they had a Senate. And yes, the Senate is very similar to those of us in the United States. And I know there are other countries that have Senates and House of Representatives and all that kind of stuff. But But I'm from the U.S., so I'm going to quote the U.S. for right now. So yeah, so the prominent players within Roman society would come in and they would be a part of the Senate, and they would help the emperor, me, Rehnquist, decide all the different rules and all the different just the things going on, kind of the way it does now, right? Only difference is that the emperor, me, has complete control. So, but anyways, so yeah, so that is what that's going to be. So there's going to be enough seating for all the Senate. And then we're going to have a center area that I will try to get maybe an XC, or not XC, yeah, an XC logo right in the middle. That'd be kind of cool. And from there, we'll have, it'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. Anyways, so yeah, so that is the plan. Beautiful doors with maybe a little reception area. More beautiful round area. Senate stage to talk. Yeah, redstone, water. Ha. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to cut the episode here. Now, this episode is going to take a while to actually complete, right? I am recording when I can, so it will not affect you, per se. Not in this video, because you're watching it already. Ha-ha! Oh, crap. Ooh, I can fix this, finally. It won't affect you, but it'll be a while for me. So I will see you guys in a second. There will be more progress to be shown. All right? Bye-byes. And welcome back, everybody. We are back from my venture to fall out of my second story window and break an ankle. Yeah! Alright, so we are back. I have gotten some massive work done, and I would like to thank Kibitz and the captain, because they came over to my place last night and they really helped me. I was working on something which you'll see in just about a second. And I usually first of all, the best part about, hold on. Let's just wait a second. I'm just going to show you. See? Look, they helped me with that torch. Bing! I mean, the placement's just surreal. No. Bam! Hello, guys. Yes. All right. So this is my entrance to the town hall. And when I say town hall, no, this does not warrant town hall. My first design did. My design warrants the Capitol building. Yes. It is chalked with stone, smooth stone slabs, lapis lazuli, glowstone, gold, iron, and quartz. It is an expensive door and one befitting of the Capitol building, and that's what I'm going to call it. So anyways, yes, they came over, and if you guys aren't subscribed and you haven't checked out Kibitz and the Captain, they do a lot of neat stuff. The way they intertwine their video is just really cool. So go check them out. Link is in the description. Anyways, so yeah, so we worked on the door, and I think it came out absolutely amazing. Now, there's a couple things that I may end up changing. That backdrop may not be oak wood. It may be something else. But as far as the sword goes, I mean, this thing went over a massive amount of iterations. We tried this block, that block, this formation, this design in the background, this, that. I mean, it was crazy. But one of the best things to look at when you're looking at this door is the amount of depth that it pulls, right? So you've got, obviously, the front of the aqueducts, which is cool. And so then you come in, and you've got this front layer where the sword is on. And then from there, you have that little in-between layer because of the stairs. And then you've got the wood layer. So you've got 3, if not 4, multiple levels of depth within this door, and I think it just makes it look absolutely epic. Now, I did have to change this stairwell around. It used to be that it came around this direction and around that direction, and I gotta fix that. But that was because I had the door right in the center, and honestly, it didn't look right. So with the doors off to the side, I think it looks pretty cool, and it kind of gives you, when you're going to come into the place, it'll give you this kind of look around and up type of thing. So I'm gonna have to make sure that the design kind of pulls up and into the middle, which will be up and over really. So yeah, so that was absolutely amazing. I mean, you know, we finished the door, and then from there I had to finish the aqueduct pieces to kind of frame it, which is really cool. And again, we're going to pull it off this way, and the arena is going to be over in this direction. But in the meantime, because I needed to build a giant, massive oak door, I built a little mini tree farm. This is high tech, right? You know, you put a row of dirt, you put a row of cobblestone or any sort of other material that's not transparent up at the top, and actually any material period, and plant, and you know what, it's amazing, the technology, it grows on its own, and then you can just harvest it. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. Yeah, this was I played quite a bit of time trying to get that wooden door complete. You don't realize how much wood it takes to fill up an area like that. But anyways, so excuse me, you had to eat. So yeah, so what I was getting at earlier is for those of you that are watching and you play by yourself, if you ever have a chance to play in a multiplayer series, I mean, ever have a chance, then I suggest just go for it. Do it. Because, and it doesn't matter if you're on a channel, if you're, just playing with friends, it's always better. Always better, because you get to, I had one design, and, it would have turned out nice, but it just doesn't compare, right, to everything's in fives. And being able to bounce ideas off of people is so helpful. It's crazy, right? You can take certain builds and you can just shoot them to like 10 levels beyond what you even thought. And it's not because your ideas are bad. It's just because, two people working on ideas and deciding if something looks nice is always better. As you can see, I have 8 furnaces. Yeah, at one point I had that blue block as furnaces. And I will say, hold on, let's do this real quick. No. The furnace look actually was really close if it wasn't for this black strip right here. Yeah. It looked pretty cool. It almost looked like a samurai sword like that, but that black strip kind of killed it. Anyways, back from that. And, technically I could have changed the texture pack to fit my needs, but what kind of fun is that? There's no fun in that. No fun in glory. Alright, so honestly, this is as far as I'm going to be able to get for this episode. We've got a lot of things that we want to get done, and honestly, I want to be able to get out some skyblock, and I want to do a lot of other things. And also, I need to figure out how I'm going to get the redstone to kind of flow through. So yeah. So and I also started this transformation. Just a little bit. So this has been quite a venture. I'm really excited. The sword looks so cool, right? It's piercing through the top, and I may even have some beacon stuff going on. It lends itself to a lot of cool ideas and all that kind of stuff. And again, this is the Capitol building, so with a sword in the door like that, it shows extravagance, kind of, I guess pride, because they're using high materials, but it also shows strength, right? Because, guarding their culture is a steel sword. So, that's another thing. Always try to look for, actual reasons behind why you're doing things. So, it makes building easier, and it makes explaining it and just enjoying the area much better. So, I have one last thing to do, because Joe the Pirate, he sent a message that I should be changing this, and we will do that, because he said I should make it more Roman. Now in Latin they did not have a W. I did some research, I guess, so it would be Ran Quest. Mancio. So that's for you, Joe. Rehnquestian. Kind of sounds a little bit German, but that's kind of funny. Mancio. So, boom. That one change, instant Roman. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for this episode, and this is what I'm gonna leave you with, right? This image right here, and this is gonna actually be my cover shot. So, so enjoy beforehand. Boom. All right, guys. We will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.